Good morning, children. We are in the sixth lesson. What is the sixth lesson? Early civilizations. So this is the sixth class social studies. Early civilizations. So in this early civilization, so what is the evidence about the early civilizations? Archaeologists excavated many places. When they excavated, they found some tools and weapons. Even they found some houses, drainage system, great bath, etc. Okay, children. Next one, another important evidence is here Vedas. What are that? Vedas. Children, Vedas are ancient literature. It was written in by Sanskrit language. Now, what is our language today? Our mother tongue is Telugu language. That's why we are calling mother Amma, Amma. We are calling our father, daddy, Nana, Nana, etc. So we are speaking Telugu language. Like Telugu is one of the language. Next one, English language. It is international language. Okay. So recently it developed as international language. What is that language? English language. So that's why you are learning your subjects in English medium. Okay. So on those days, Sanskrit was very important language. Okay. So the Vedas written by Sanskrit language. So how many Vedas are there? Here 4 Vedas are there. What is the meaning of Veda? I wrote here superior knowledge. What is the meaning of Veda? Superior knowledge. Next, children, it was written in Sanskrit language. Next one, these Vedas also known as Shrutis. What it is called? Shrutis. So Veda is also known as Shruti. Okay. So for example, even today, our Indian people following or performing some yogas, asanalu, yogas, etc. So it was taken by Vedas. Okay. Next one, our Indian famous leader, okay, his name is Vivekananda, Swami Vivekananda. What did he say? He said, go back to Vedas. What did he say? Go back to Vedas. That means, what was written in the Vedas, if you read all Vedas, then you can realize what is the life, what is the purpose of life, what a man should do as a human living being upon the earth. What are the rituals? What are the rules and regulations? Each and every one is there in Veda. So that's why Swami Vivekananda said to all people, go back to Vedas. That means you read Vedas. You should read Vedas. Then you can realize what is the importance of life. Okay, children? Next here, children, Vedas are 4, I said. What are the Vedas? First one is Rig Veda. What is that? Rig Veda. In that Rig Veda, okay, hymns are there. Okay, hymns are there. So they are performing by rishis. Rishi means one of the guru or teacher. So that guru or teacher is telling to his disciples, that means to students. Next, second Veda is Yajur Veda. What is that Veda? Yajur Veda. Here also rules and regulations are there about sacrifices. Sacrifices means what? So in the olden days, people used to sacrifice some animals to God. That is called sacrifice. Okay, they will kill the animal. Okay, they will shed the blood of the animal in the fire pits, I think. Maybe in the fire pits or around the fire pits. So one type of sacrifices, that is. Okay, so each and every rules about sacrifices are there in that second Veda, that is called Yajur Veda. What is that? Yajur Veda. Third one is Samaveda. What is that? Samaveda. So in that Samaveda, all songs are there. Okay. So through songs they are telling some important to the human being. Okay. So that is about Samaveda. So the last one is Adharvana Veda. What is that? Atharvana Veda. In that Atharvana Veda, spells and charms are there. Most spells and charms are there. They are chanting, okay, like mantras, etc. So these are the 4 Vedas. What are the 4 Vedas? I repeat. Rigveda, Samaveda, Rigveda, Yajurveda, Samaveda and Atharvana Veda. So these are the 4 Vedas. Apart from these 4 Vedas, we have Brahmanas. Brahmanas are also there. So in that Brahmanas, proses are there. These also rituals. These also telling about rituals. Next one, Aranyakas also there. Aranyakasu, Brahmanasu. So these all are telling about how to perform some rituals in the daily life, okay, etc. Next one, Upanishads. These are the last one. Upanishads. So these Upanishads are telling about soul, mysteries of nature, etc. Soul means pranamu, atma, etc. So what will happen after the death of the human being or the man? So they will tell about the things of soul. Okay, this is describing in the Upanishads. What are that? Upanishads. Next one, these Vedas are 2 types. First one, early Vedas. Second one, later Vedas. So the early Vedas time is between 1500 to 1000 BC. BC means before Christ. Okay, Christu Purvamu. So the total world history was divided as 2 parts. Okay, when after, before Christ to after Christ. That means Anno-Domini. AD BC. What is that? AD BC. Okay, so here the Vedas were written before Christ, 1500 to 1000 BC. That is early Vedas time. Next, later Vedas time is 1000 BC to 600 BC. So that is the later Vedas period. Okay, children. Next one, what is the social life, or what was the social life at the time of Vedas period? Here, family is important to the Vedas period. So the people will give importance to the family or family members. In the family members, who was the head? Here, father is the head. Okay, so father will look after all family members. So he will take care, he will do the important works, etc. to survive his family. Joint families are there on those days. Now we can see nuclear families. Okay, small families, that is. But we cannot see joint families. Okay, they are rare. Next ones, prisoners. On those days, when the people or kings will defeat in a particular area, they become who were defeated by the kings. These kings became the all defeated persons as prisoners. They are called dasas. That means slaves. Dasas. What that? Are dasyas. Next one, monogamy is practicing on those days. What is that? Monogamy. Next, children, what is the position of women in the society? Here, women position is very respectable position. Okay, no sati, no child marriages are there on those days. At the Rigveda, Yajurveda, Samaveda, Atharvaveda times. Okay, later they implemented. Okay, sati system was followed. At British time, William Bentinck was prohibited that sati system, etc. Even child marriages also. When Christian missionaries came, so they focused and they describe about the sorrows of the and losses of the child marriages and widow sati system, etc. So that's why the British government prohibited that sati system and also child marriage system. Okay, children, but on those days there were no child marriage. Child marriage means at the age of 13 years or at the age of 8 years they will get married to another old man. So that is the child marriage system. Okay, next one. Swayamvarams also practiced or performed. Swayamvaram means the woman has the right to choose right person as her husband. That means she has the right to choose the right person as her husband. That is called Swayamvaram. For example, you know Sita Swayamvaram. So in that Sita Swayamvaram, Sita selected Rama is her husband. So that is called Swayamvaram. Next, remarriages, widow remarriages also performed on those days. If the husband will die, she is widow. So that's why the widow has one right to remarriage. So that is called the widow remarriage system. Is practiced on those days. Next one, some scholars also there on those days among women. What are the scholars? Women scholars. Here I go to Gosha, Apala. Next one is Lopamudra, Indrani, Vishwavara. So these are all scholars on those days, women scholars at the time of Vedas time. Okay, children. Next one, the women also participating in the religious ceremonies. What are the religious ceremonies performed by men? Okay, even women also going along with them and performing. That means here there is no discrimination between women and men on Vedas time. But after Vedas time, we can particularly we see a different variation between women and men. That is also we can see. Next, children, what about their dress, way of dressing? Here two important cloths are there. First one is Vasa. Vasa means dhoti. Next one is Adivasa. That means upper cloth. Ante you know children, lalchi paisma, like that. Lalchi paisma. Ante pai batta and kinda batta. That is also wearing by them on those Vedas time. Next, children, they are wearing jewelry. Women wearing jewelry and also men also wearing jewelry. Next to women wearing earrings, nose studs, necklace, bangles, anklets, etc. Next to men they have beard, mustache, etc. Women are combing and applying oil, okay, and plates, etc. Okay, children. So they are performing. That means what is following today, women and men, on those days they already followed. That is we understood according to this lesson. Next, children, amusement. So what are the amusement on those days? For example, today what are your amusements? Watching TV, playing games on mobile phone, playing with your friends, cricket, kabaddi, kho, etc. Okay, but on those next to reality shows, films, serials, songs, etc. on TV or in cinema, theaters, etc. But on those days, there were no cell phones, there were no TVs. Okay, so that's why people, their main amusements are hunting, boxing, chariot racing. Okay, next to music, three kinds of musics are also there. So these are their main amusements on those days. Next one, children, what about education? For example, now we are educating at schools. Your teachers are telling all subjects, maybe Telugu, English, Hindi, Maths, Science, Social Studies, etc. So on those days, the people already they gave importance for education. They sent their children for educating. Okay, here Gurukulas are there. Gurukulas, very very important, children. Gurukulas. So in that Gurukulas, Guru is there. Guru means teacher. So Guru has some disciples. So Guru is teaching to his disciples about art, bow, arrow, okay, archery, next to hunting, next to agriculture, animal rearing. Okay, so what kinds of practices are there on those days? These are telling or teaching by gurus. At where? in Gurukulas. For example, you are learning some subjects, Telugu, Hindi, English, maths, science, social studies. Where you are studying? In schools or after school level, you will go to colleges. After college level, you will go to universities. Okay, so these are the educational institutions. On those days, only one education institution, that is Gurukulas. What is that? Gurukulas. Now you are going and coming from your home to school every day, day scholar, like that. But on those days, the parents will send to their children to stay at Guru in Gurukulas. After education, learning the whole education, then Guru will allow these disabled to their homes. So that is the education system followed in those Vedas period. Okay, children. Next one, foods and crops. So they are cultivating some lands. Okay, especially they are producing rice, barley, bean, etc. Next, they are taking milk, butter milk, etc. Okay, children. Next one, what about religion? For example, in India, we know what are the religions following by people of India. For example, yesterday and some days ago, our Indians they celebrated Dasara festival. What is that festival? Dasara festival. So Dasara festival means it belongs to Hindus. Some people for going to church, that means they are celebrate Christmas as their festival. Some people go to mosques, that means they will celebrate Ramjan. Okay, they are Muslims. So in our country, Christians are there, Muslims are there, Hindus are there, Bauds, Sikhs, Jains, etc. people are there. That means people are believing a different about God. Okay, but on those days they believed only one God. Okay, only one God. So, but they are calling that only one God Agni, Varuna, Yama. Do you know, children, Yama? So Yama, what is the Yama duty? Is in some films, Telugu films, after death of the person, the Yama will coming on the buffalo. Okay, and he will take the soul of the dead man to the heaven or hell. So that is performing our duty of Yama. Next one, Vayu, and these are the four four gods. Next one, they are performing yajnas also. What is that? Yajnas. Okay, children, I will tell you the remaining lesson in the next class. Thank you.